just want to check it a little bit. Looks good. What's up, guys? How's it going? Here for another week of Role ConTROLL.
That could have hurt. I had a mouthful of water and then laughed.
I really enjoyed the "What's up, guys?"
How's it going?
Hey.
We should all take our glamorous shots.
I was just hanging out.
Okay, just everyone play D&D in like a cool pose. No, okay.
That's
Sorry.
what I do every time.
We all play bards. Is what happened.
Oh, please no. Oh no.
Hey, there are some good podcasts of just all bards.
I've played an all bard game at a con, and it was a battle of the boy bands, and they were all bards, and it was great.
So we're live.
It was super fun.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah.
So if you guys want to check out the recap from last week, check out our Facebook. And I think we're just going to jump into it unless anybody has some announcements. Sounds like no. Awesome. Well, they were just talking with Garrig, Commander Garrig, and they were going to train for some 3v3 combat. And they're heading down to the training room unless anybody wants to do anything.
I want to go shopping again.
Okay.
Oh, that might be a thing we want to do.
It's going to be a 3v2.
It's probably going to be after all this.
Well, we're here at the training room. I don't think the king is going to join us for this. Hold on. Give me a second. Hey, Thrisden! There's a dwarf looks over. Yeah? Come on, come over here. Thrisden comes over. Alright, well, I think for the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to have a nice old scrimmage, see where you guys are at.
Alright.
What weapon should we use?
Use whatever you want.
So shizzle my thrizzle. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Don't do that.
I saw her holding it in for a long time. Just this, you guys can tell, it's just a smirk on Jane's face. You know it's coming.
And you'll know she'll be the only one to laugh at it.
Well, you guys stand over there, come up with your strategy. Enna, you, Thrisden, and I will come up with ours.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys want to talk about any strategies or thoughts, go ahead.
Question. While sparring, if I were to do 90 plus damage, could I make it so that didn't kill somebody? Because if I do double Enna's health, I might just...
Everything's done with the blunt end of your blade.
Yeah, I think like...
You mean the hilt?
Yep, the blunt end.
The non-pointy thing on the pointy thing.
Yep. Or you could just smack him with the...
Yeah, I think you might have to take some damage penalties if you're getting higher. Like, if you're like, oh, this is a good hit, like, you can, like, tone it down a little bit. So if you get, like, a crit on a sneak attack, you're like, well, maybe a little bit and roll, like, 3 or 4 less d6. Or however much you want to hold
You
back.
don't crit the d6.
Right.
Yeah.
You can, that leaves it up to you. You can control how many extra dice you roll. You just can't roll more than what you could normally. Okay. And then that'll factor into non-lethal type stuff. I think would sound fair.
I think so too.
Okay.
Alright, well, I guess this is our tryout.
I think we just kind of stick with what we've been doing with most of the battles and try to hold the person in place and...
We do the stabby.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Wick, you go first.
Okay, we'll see.
He said what we do every time. Usually run in recklessly.
And you usually wait.
Harsh truths.
Alright, well, the point is somebody runs in recklessly.
Yeah.
It's usually Wick.
Admitting is the first step.
There, see, I'm doing better. I guess.
Alright, Enna. Any ideas for what you want to do?
Well, what you need to know about this group is that Sai will do better if he's able to get you surrounded with Wick, and so if you can keep them separate, if you can charge on Sai before he gets to go in, that'll help. That'll help a lot because he won't be able to sneak in when you're not paying attention.
Alright, well, my goal here is to test them pretty hard. We'll see what they can come up with. Any attack strategies? Anyone we should focus first? Try to take one out?
Well, Valchar's a pretty easy kill, and he's the one who's gonna prop up the others. So you should probably I would go for either him or Sai first.
So Sai's dangerous, Valchar's dangerous. Cool, let's go.
Yeah, that's pretty much just like,
Okay.
No one's scared of me. It's okay. I'm tiny.
Thriston's like, all right, sounds good to me. I'm gonna stand in the back. I'm not really upfront combat type.
Well, that'll be fun. Have fun, Garrick. I am also not a frontline person.
so apparently we take care first.
Well, just try to protect him a little bit if you can. I'll go take the brunt of everything.
Okay.
All right. The three of us line up with Gary in front, then the two behind, kind of in a point.
I think it would honestly be kind of it'd be the two in front and one behind for our case.
All right.
I'm trying to think because I've got marked as a second level spell god. I'm trying to remember what it would have been.
Was it Lester Restoration on Garrick?
Yep, you're right.
And regret.
Hopefully he smacks me around a little less.
Well, all right, let's go. Everybody can roll initiatives.
That's not super reckless.
Well,
Better than you.
yep. That's
More reckless than you.
Okay. Over 20?
20.
20.
well. It's good knowing y'all.
15 to 20.
19.
Ooh. 10 to 15.
13.
10. That's a really hard die to read.
Yeah.
I rolled 17 with that. Cool.
Now I can't throw it away.
It's weighted.
I forgot to mention this in our pretty-little start. There's going to be a lot of combat today if we follow the plan, so try to have what you're going to do in mind, and if we can move through these, the quicker the better, I think.
I'm gonna kill Anna.
Oh, okay.
Well, N is up.
Roll to kill.
So I'm gonna cast Hunter's Marker on Valchar and then shoot him 3 times.
Okay, go for it.
Sorry. Okay, so that hits. That's 20 non-natural.
Incorrect.
To hit.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah. I'm gonna make that one my dread shot. That's not a very good roll though. So that's 5. That's only 8 damage.
Well, only is a little relative.
That's a 24 to hit.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's 5 more damage.
Okay.
Lucky I'm rolling garbage on these damage rolls. And another non-natural 20.
Well, again, luck is questionable.
And that's 6 more piercing damage.
Sweet.
Oh, and I didn't roll the d6 for any of
How
those.
low
So
are you
I
already?
also get 3
I am
d6.
below half.
Oh no, and that's right. There's.
So that's 11, 12 more damage. Because
Okay.
I forgot to roll the Hunter's Mark.
Sweet.
You get that on
I am
each
down on
other
a knee.
shots?
That's yes.
So that's, you said 12?
That's really effective in a 3v3. I'm not going to lie. That is the 3 shots off the bat.
So
On the
let's-
first turn, I only get 2 there.
Let's mark that off, and we're down to bloop.
All right, Sai. Sai can
Never
be...
mind. Mike has no reservations about hitting Anna anymore.
Sai can be just as...
How
I'm
far,
back
how
up.
far away is Anna from me?
Yeah, that's the question.
you guys, we start about probably 15 or 20 feet away from each other.
I back up as far as I can go,
Easy to say that
which
now.
is which is 40 feet because it's my first turn actually.
I guess
The room isn't that big.
Okay, how far back can I get to the wall?
Wouldn't have mattered on any
To the
of those
window,
attacks, but
to the wall.
Let's see. Let's just let the
Okay.
dice decide. First.
To the arrows from my bow.
So
That almost worked.
the room is going to be 70 by 70. 70 by 70. We started kind of in the middle-ish, about 15 feet away from each other. So
55, so you can back up 25, 28 feet.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll back up 25 feet.
Alright.
I'm going to bonus action dash
Okay.
at Enna.
Sure.
God dang it.
And I'm going to attack with my rapier.
Go for it.
Are you sure about this, Sai?
Oh, yes. That's a 16.
Yep.
Oh, I thought that was a 20.
Same.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
oh shit.
Oh, yeah, plus the d4. So that is 7,
Remembered it too late.
8, 9, 10
Remember
damage.
action.
Yeah, I thought about it. I
Yeah.
was wondering if you're going to do that.
I was too busy going, I'm at 2 HP.
Oh. Anything else?
Nope.
Wick.
I'm gonna cast Hex
Two hands?
Bonus action
on
dash.
Oh.
Garrick,
Okay.
who is he's within 25 feet of me, I
Oh, yeah.
assume.
15 feet away.
Okay, cool. And then I stab
You go up to him and stab him?
with my magic short sword. Yes?
Sure.
Ouch, Sai.
What do you think Voucher
Nope,
is
that's
thinking?
only a 13.
Nope.
And then I use Rally as a bonus action. I can't, because I used Hex, which is a bonus action. No! That was my turn.
Okay. Valchar.
I'm gonna 3rd level cast Cure Wounds on myself, while also pulling those 3 arrows out of
If
my...
only I'd rolled well on damage, you wouldn't be able to cure yourself.
Well, I had a 1, but that's 16.
If only I could have done well and rolled 50 damage. I mean,
Says you.
that's why it's
plus
ironic.
3, I heal 19.
I did what, like 30 or something?
You did...
31.
Yeah, 31, yeah.
Yeah. And that was with like pretty bad damage rolls, except for the
Yeah, don't...
Hunter's
You
Mark.
can stop saying that now.
Hey, how were your damage rolls?
They were not very good.
They were
I
not
was
very
gonna
good.
say, next
Thank
time
you.
Enna needs healing, I don't think she's gonna get it.
Gonna use my... Let's see. Nope, that is a full-blown action, isn't it? Cool. Gonna step back further,
Okay.
probably to the edge of the room if I can.
Alright. Sounds good.
Oh, I should have made one a sharpshooter shot.
No, you shouldn't have.
Garrick is gonna like just take a brief second and just kind of chuckle to himself how like pew, run away. Sai's like, I'm getting you.
We know each other too well.
He's like, he looked like he's like, well, I guess we'll just let them fight it out. It'll be you and me, Wick. He
At no point are you following the battle plan that I gave you. God dang it.
You said Garrick's good at this. You said if someone else was next to Sai, but no one is.
That's true.
He goes to what did I? Sorry,
Just have to roll a crit.
I forgot what I made. Garrick. Oh, okay, so he goes. He pulls out 2 like small maces for him, but they're actually pretty good size with some heft on them, and just brings them both down on you. I gotta see what his plus is. Sorry. All right.
That could be a gamble.
20 non-natural and a 12.
The 20 hits, the 12 does not. I am going to use Riposte on the one that misses.
Riposta.
On the one that misses.
Now I'm hungry.
Okay.
We need a riposta emote, okay?
Someone can make
Just
it,
some
and I will
pasta.
make it happen.
Just some pasta.
Pasta with a rapier sticking out instead of
I was gonna say,
stick.
instead of a fork, it's just a rapier. A bunch of pasta swirled around.
So, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
If anyone's an artist and can make us
That is
What is that?
23 to hit.
Yep.
So I get, this is the short sword, and then I get a D8 for my, that is 14 damage
Okay.
on the riposte. The riposta.
Who did you hex?
I didn't hex because I did I? I hexed him too.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I thought I hexed you.
I don't know.
Jeez, betrayer.
That's another 4 damage
Okay.
from hex.
He takes it and just like, huh. He hits you for 7.
7. Okay.
Nice.
He has disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay.
Just in case.
In case there's any grappling.
All right. So Thrisden backs up in the opposite direction of Enna. Not that far though, and sorry, it's hard when you have a bunch of like 6 spellcasters loaded up for one night.
Am I one of them?
Yes, because you're an arcane trickster.
I've got 3 of them, so
He goes and he kind of just spins and he jumps in the air, does a twirl, and as he comes down, a bunch of duplicates come out of him, and he just does this, and a nice little sheen goes across his, and that's his turn.
Show off.
I yell out to Valchar and I say, "How come you can't do that?"
I can.
And then backflip. Who cares about the duplicates? I don't know if you can backflip.
That's not a terrible.
Blurg. Okay, I'm going to.
You should probably get out of the way, right? Probably move out of combat.
No.
I'm not going to give you an opportunity attack. I'm not an idiot. Okay, I'm going to. I think. Hold on, I just need to check Hunter's Mark real quick. Okay. I'm just gonna bust out my 2 short swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna regret this. But that's good. Okay, so
Yeah,
the
you
first
are.
one, main hand, is great. That's a 9 to hit.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
And the next one is a natural 19, so that one hits.
You don't know that.
I do, in fact, know what your AC is. So that's 6 piercing damage.
So I'll take 3 from Uncanny Dodge.
Oh, God, I forgot. You're so irritating.
You're just realizing that?
It's sort of inevitable that we would end up fighting each
I
other.
know.
I feel like though.
I kind of figured that's
Size
how I was
up
gonna
if,
go.
if you're done.
Yeah.
We would take care of the
I
other
am
2.
going
Those
to
2
attack.
just-
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
That is a 10.
No.
And then my offhand, that is a 20.
Yeah.
Not natural.
Not a natural, but yes.
Sure, you don't use the vampire sword on her.
I tried. Actually, I did once. That is 4 damage.
It's gonna be a long night over here.
Yeah, it is.
I can change that.
Wick is up.
Valchar, come stand right here.
I give Garrick a little smile and say, "Guess it's time to dance," and attack with my short sword.
Sure.
I miss with my short sword. And you know what? Just to see if this works, I'm gonna action surge.
He's like, oh, hold on. That was a cool little move you had. Repose.
Yeah.
18.
Hits.
He doesn't even riposta. Ugh.
Yeah, you gotta say it right. It's
Worthless.
riposta.
Yeah.
He
Sure.
reposts.
So you do the regular attack,
You
add your
got
D8, and then for the
He's
repose,
just a
right?
copycat.
Yes.
Wow, that's almost min damage. Just base. That's really bad.
26.
That's only 8 damage.
Oh,
Garrick's a
only 8 damage.
Basic.
Okay.
Okay.
I action surge.
All right.
Nope. No, you
That's
don't.
a natural 1.
Didn't we make this joke before this started? Attack, miss, action surge, attack, miss. I think we talked about this.
I totally made that joke. Oh my god, I proud of myself.
It's like when I
To
said
be
I
fair,
enjoy natural
that is the
ones.
die that rolled a natural 20 when I was pre-rolling my dice.
That's why you don't pre-roll. You get all the natural 20s out there.
You go to attack, and you just kind of like push into him a little bit, and he's just kind of like, "What are you doing?"
Why-
It's just embarrassing.
Why are we sparring?
Yeah. Then it's Valchar.
I have a bonus action still.
Go for it.
Rally. You can help us beat them, Valchar. Don't know what to say. 8.
Hey!
You never rally me. I'm down a hit point.
Oh, how terrible!
You're down more
I know.
than
I
that.
agree. No, I had two temporary hit dice from my
Oh.
D4. You're doing good though. Really.
That was in character and out of character. And then we feel the same.
Remember, he only has 4 of those superiority dice.
Then you're done.
Yes, then I'm done.
Yeah.
And that
That's
was
my turn.
No, you just went. Valchar.
It's taking so long.
Really not happy with the arrows. I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Enna.
Wisdom?
Let me quickly verify. You said
Strength.
it's a 70-foot room?
70 foot by 70 foot.
Okay.
So and you backed up, so you would be 70 plus about 20. So you'd probably be about 90 feet away from
I'm
her
gonna
with your
move my
back up.
30 towards Enna then.
Okay.
Because it's a 60-foot range.
Okay.
And then cast. Yeah. And it is a Wisdom save.
If it's 70 by
That's
70,
a
how would you be 90 feet
natural
away?
18.
Because
Gonna do it.
If you went all the way
that's a
back and then
20.
some to the side,
That's
like
gonna
30
do it.
feet away.
Save it for the NPCs.
You can't hold me that easily, buddy. Buy me a drink first.
I was gonna say something about rocking you to sleep, but
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Anna said that.
I yell out literally one drink.
I smack you.
That's my
I think 4 damage this time.
winner buys
Hurts a little
drinks.
more.
Watch them lose now.
The winner buys drinks, you say.
Oh.
As in, you owe us drinks if you win.
Oh, that's less fun.
That's
Oh,
literally what winner buys drinks means.
who does winners buy drinks? He just assumed it was loser
That
buy
was
drinks.
the joke.
Oh, okay.
He
He
shouldn't have
wanted
said
to
winners
make
by
them
drink.
lose.
He kind of starts moving and like jukes and then goes past you towards Valchar.
So I get an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Hey, 23.
That'll hit.
That's you and you. 11 damage. 16 damage.
All right.
Right, I get the bonus.
Noise.
Nice.
Okay. He'll walk up and say, "Sorry about this, Valchar."
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm so glad I gave you that.
Oh, that'll be a miss on the one and then an 18 on the other.
Okay.
Wait, that's only one dice. 10.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Rabuke.
I made him a sign telling him to not forget to do that.
Dex save.
Oh, deck save.
Can you make me a sign that says don't forget to stab?
15.
Don't forget to stab.
Stab.
Please let it be a -1.
I have so many reminders.
Actually,
That's
-2.
a 20.
Yeah, it's gonna save, but I still get to do. It's half damage, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And
No.
3d10? 3d10. Well, alright, that's 9, 10. 10, so half to 5.
Okay. Just for quick action, for the heal, is it what, a D12? Second wind? I didn't write down, it just says second wind for the
Second
bonus
wind
dice.
is a
10 plus
D10
fighter
plus their
level.
fighter level.
Yeah.
Oh, but then it's their bonus action, so already attacked twice. He'll action surge. Oh, let's do that again.
It's not.
That's a 19 and a 20.
Both will
Neither
hit.
natural. 13 on one and 8 on the other.
I'm down.
Sorry, this is trading purposes. Bat.
Hashtag nailed it.
Before he swings, he's like, you really have to stay together in formation or this happens, and he looks kind of back at the two of you as he's on his own and just whacks him twice. Thrisden then, in his forms, They shift and they look over towards Sai. And they start to... And a whole bunch of beams all shoot out of the hands all at you. Oh, that might not hit. 17.
Hits.
By the way, I don't like seeing the death saves on here.
Too soon.
Stop making me see them.
Oh, God.
It probably wouldn't be a death save in a spot.
I don't think so.
No, it still flips it over when I hit 0 HP, though.
Yeah, D&D
Oh,
Beyond.
yeah.
D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You could just write that you passed. I mean,
I could.
You
But
can-
then
You
I-
take 20
it
points of
bumps me up
damage.
too.
When he goes back. Enna's up.
okay.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna try and. Okay, so he died. So as a bonus action, I move my hunter's mark to you.
Okay.
And then I will still get 2 attacks. So try to stab you. Well, that's an 11.
Nope.
And that's a 9.
Nope.
So nope.
Sai.
How are you looking?
Pretty good still.
You're okay.
Yep.
I mean, I
Yep,
feel
we're all
like
good.
he's fought alongside me enough to know. Like,
Yeah.
Not like
there's
I
no
can do
reason to
anything
hide that
from you.
information. Yeah.
Yeah. Attack. Nat 1.
Quick attack the teammate.
Well.
He's in Enna.
You go to attack. Ting, 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 ting. Your weapon goes about 10 feet away.
Okay.
Sticks in
Offhand weapon.
You throw your rapier.
Yeah, take that. 24.
Yeah. That'll do it. Let me just hold on. Let me just check my. Oh wait, I have an AC of 14. Yeah, that'll work.
That's 2 damage.
You do have your movement if you want to use it, or you just done.
Is there anybody near Wick, like on Wick at the moment?
Nope.
Okay. Can I save just my movement, or do I have to like save my whole turn?
You can hold an action.
Okay,
Or
but
you-
not my movement.
No.
Right.
Okay.
Unless it's a dash action. Technically, you
All
can
right.
say.
Well, I'm hanging out then.
Okay. I know. Wick.
I assume I can get to Garrett because he.
Yeah.
I run over to him and I just stab him.
Sure.
26.
Wick would like to rage.
That's 13, and I wish I had my action surge. Because you can bet I wouldn't miss this time.
Oh, feels good.
She doesn't say anything.
He looks like he's bleeding a lot though. But he's just saying he feels great.
He likes the pain.
Valchar, but you don't need to. You're not in.
I'm just knocked out.
Yeah,
Make him
You're
for
just
posterity.
lolling about on the ground.
No.
It's for posterity.
No.
Nope.
if you were bleeding out, then you would know that everyone would stop, make sure you're okay,
Yeah.
and then resume again. So like,
I mean,
we're not
I
doing
did get stabbed several times by arrows, but I also
Arrowed.
healed myself, so I assume
Right.
that would be
Yeah.
closing out those wounds.
Okay, what is he gonna do? He's gonna go. Looks like they got Sai over there. He'll bring one of his hammers down on you.
That is optimistic.
Please miss.
He is. I think he's going to miss. That's a 14.
Misses. I riposte.
You what?
Riposta.
Thank you.
That is a 18 to hit.
Yes.
14 damage.
Nice.
I need better armor.
You go and you'll stab me like. Ugh. All right. Well, I'll join Valchar.
Good night.
I know he'll just go on a knee. He'll drop to a knee.
Okay.
I don't know what that was for.
That was clearly a wisdom something or other.
Is it going to be honorable or not?
Oh.
That was a nat 20 though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which on the Wick dice even, so Wick will behave as unhappy as she is.
Thrisden will shift his gaze over towards you.
At what point do they think I have this in hand? Like,
You got this. To be fair, let's be honest,
Right,
none of us got
really
this.
quick.
It's
It's not my turn yet, but I just thought of it. He technically didn't die. Can I still move my hex next turn as a bonus action?
Sure. Trading. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
He'll just launch more bolts at you. Yeah. That's 27, 28.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Pretty low.
Damn it, I wasted a nat 20 on a wisdom saving throw.
9 points
Probably
of
a
damage
good
as
time
they
for it though too.
each smash into you. Then Enna's up.
and now that I have Hex over there, and I remember that I have extra attack as a ranger, I will do 3 times.
Not hex.
Hunter's Mark.
No.
So.
Gives you another attack in melee?
Oh god.
Right, because they get 2 attacks as is.
10.
I think.
Nope.
10 again.
Still no.
And 12. I just rolled.
That's a no.
I just rolled 2 4s and a 6. I don't even.
See, you don't really want to hurt Sai.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
And I claim she's proficient with melee sword weaponry. She is not.
I have
Yeah,
a
you're
plus 6. Like, it's not as good as my bow, but I have a plus 6.
I'm going to attack. Actually attack. That is a 21.
Yes, that hits.
Yeah.
So did you switch your offhand to your main hand?
I pulled out another short sword.
Okay.
I forgot to say because I can do it as a free action with dual wielder. I can only do 2 as a dual wielder. But that means I do not have the D4. So that means I have D6. Yep. So that is 7 damage.
Okay. It's starting to hurt. Is that a 7?
It's a 1.
I think it is. Like, I legitimately.
Do I have
think-
73 health or 11 health?
Those
Those
it
aren't
would be
even the
73
same.
or 13.
Yeah, those aren't even. Just
Nah.
roll. Just roll.
Offhand. 15. What? Nope.
Wait,
nope, that's
no,
a 6.
okay,
That's
I
a
was
6,
like,
not a 9.
Hold on.
Hold on. 11.
No.
Okay. And then I pat you on the shoulder. You're doing a good job.
Wick.
I move my hex to the magically person.
Okay. I guess I get to decide. You move it to 1 of the 4.
I don't know if that's how it works.
It's how anything that attacks, like
Pretty.
anything that targets them, does that.
Well,
if it's what I think it is your call to roll a d20.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
It says it's up to me depending on how many there are.
Well,
Are we
they'll
looking at the
have
same?
dis-
We might not be looking
Probably
at the same
not.
I don't think you're looking at the same spell.
Mirror image.
I give it disadvantage on
You must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate.
Yep.
And I rolled a 18, so then I would
Okay.
move it to a duplicate. So she would hex a duplicate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just when you said that, depending on how many, I thought it was not, because you spawn 3.
Right. So there are 4 in total.
Yeah. And then that just ends up going higher as the duplicates go down.
Right. Yes.
So.
it's got disadvantage on dexterity. I'm actually doing dexterity.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move my 25 feet. I don't think that puts me anywhere close to him, but I use Eldritch Blast.
Sure.
That's only a 10.
No. Valchar Garrig. Thrisden he'll glance over he'll see Wick coming at him and shrug it off, and then turn and shoot at sight for a 25. Yeah, sorry.
You don't actually need to answer that, right? Let's just say this. You know my AC is not 26.
Wow. That's min damage. 5 points of damage. I don't even know that shouldn't be possible. All right. Then it is Anna's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna just try and hit him this time. 3 times.
Believe in you.
Woo! Natural 20! Hey! Alright. So that is 10 piercing damage.
So I take 5.
Yeah. And then a natural 1, inevitably. Yep. I'm going
You stab yourself?
And then a natural 2.
You don't stab yourself, but you drop your sword.
Wow, the Butterfinger is over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, sorry.
The other one was he threw it. This one is
The nice thing is that I can throw 4 more weapons before I have to start worrying.
I only have 2 short swords.
Not even one.
I now have 2 short swords and 4 daggers. So
Yeah.
the last ones wouldn't be great to use. But
Are you done? Done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stabs.
Oh,
Side.
I'm sorry. I forgot to do my Hunter's Mark damage on that crit. So that's another 6.
It'll be halved because you have the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3 more points of damage.
Oh, okay.
I'm really glad I Hunter's Marked.
Just so you know, if you forget from now on, you don't get it.
I remembered before the next turn.
I think that would be my call.
Stabs. That is a 18.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That is 8 damage.
Okay.
And then stabs. That's a nat 20.
You're probably going to bring me down on this one.
Non-lethally.
See what you roll.
Yeah, not
We also not rolling
He
sneak
doesn't
attack
have
damage.
sneak attack, so
Okay,
it's
yeah.
always just 2d6.
Yeah, if it's just 2d6. Oh, and then no even modifier. Yeah, it wouldn't be.
That is 5 damage.
That actually does not take me down.
Woo.
I have 1 HP left.
Damn it, I roll better.
Welcome
Hey,
to my life.
Neither of us are looking very good. Do you want to just bow out?
Hey, you want to get a beer?
Let's speed this up a little bit.
Wick is up.
If I move another 25 feet, am I
Yeah.
within melee of him?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to stab him.
Okay.
It's Mali. They don't pronounce anything right. Role control?
25 to hit.
You're a role control.
yeah.
We didn't
I
graduate
don't
second
get
grade.
hex on this?
Not if it hits him.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled under the minimum, so then
It-
Wick would hit the
it's-
correct
yeah.
target.
But the hex is not on
The
that
hex
one.
is
Right.
not on him, so I don't
Yes.
get...
But you hit him.
That's only 6 damage.
Okay.
And Wick still hasn't said anything, and she just does not look happy.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Anna, do you want some help?
Sure, I'll take it.
Coward.
That's a... Ooh, that might... I don't think that's going to hit. Plus... Oh, I already have... A 12.
That misses.
Yep, alright. That's his turn.
I give him the finger.
Nice help, thank you.
You're up, Anna.
Okay.
Boy, this
So
guy's a real sharpshooter, eh?
I'm down.
Says you got like weapons everywhere.
I'm down my.
Oh, you dropped it. You couldn't.
I dropped. I
You
think
didn't.
my
That one didn't.
offhand because it was crit 1, 2. So I guess I get 2 attacks with my main hand and just not my offhand attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you could bow
You
out
could-
and not die anymore.
That is 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. That is 9 damage.
And I go down.
Ha!
Well, yeah, this guy did more than a majority of it.
As you're going down, you're still going back and
You're
forth.
still like you're hanging around bickering.
I like to think that going down when sparring is just kind of like tagging out. Like, okay,
Yeah.
this kind of sucks. All right,
We're
bye.
going down, down, down.
No.
How far away is Wick?
I'm wherever the magic guy is.
Probably about 35 feet.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna
I'll go pick up my magic weapon.
yeah, I'm gonna drop my short sword and grab my bow.
Okay.
Which does that cover my bonus action?
If
Or
no, it's a
movement?
free action to just if you're dropping and then picking up the new weapon.
Okay. So then bonus action I move Hunter's Mark to Wick. And then that's it for my turn.
Okay.
I yell out,
Wick
Wick,
is up.
she's weak!
Weak Wick.
No. I am going to... I'm gonna stab the guy, the magic guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to stab. It's 19 to hit.
Yep. You don't need to roll damage. You stab through one of it and it just disappears.
Glares.
It's a fun little trick that I thought about using.
He charges up and just launches the bolts right at you. This time I'll look. Okay, 19 to hit.
Hits? He's technically not doing a melee attack, but he's within melee.
Oh, that is true. So it would be a disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Depending on if it's him or his duplicate in melee.
It's whoever's cast. If the
it's
spell
whoever's
is
casting
being
the spell,
cast in
so.
melee.
Right, but she's
Right.
saying whoever you're standing in front of.
Yeah.
That would be.
Are you standing in front of the dude actually casting, or are you standing in
Well, you
front of
heard the
one of
dude last turn,
duplicates?
right?
Yeah.
But they all do it at the same time, right?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
that's the whole
It's
point
just
of
back
the
and forth.
illusion, yeah.
Oh.
You can't tell which one it is, otherwise...
I'll just-
It's more.
I'll just do a disadvantage.
Okay.
It's fine. It'll still hit.
I was more wondering about my maneuvers.
It is a ranged attack.
Yeah.
13 points of damage. Enough.
I'm going to shoot Wick twice.
Okay.
I considered healing myself and then decided just to shoot. So that's an 18 to hit for the
Hits.
first one. And that's 9 piercing damage.
Did you roll your Hunter's Mark?
I did. I remember this time. Thank you for helping me murder your teammate. That's 14, which I don't think hits you.
No,
For the
it
second
doesn't.
one. Okay.
Then it's your turn.
Wick is going to whirl around. Stay out of this, Enna, and shoot Eldritch Blast.
At Anna, I'm assuming.
Oh!
You can roll damage, but I only have 1 HP left.
I just rolled a natural 20.
It's a
All right.
natural 20. Go, roll the damage, see what it is, but I only have 1 HP left.
That is going to be 9
Yep.
damage.
And then it's like, fine.
I pull out a flask and take a sip.
And then I'm going to use my second wind.
Belcher, how you doing? I think he's fine.
For
Probably should have
13.
probably should have cure wounds myself, but oh well.
Okay. And then I turn back to glare at the many forms of this dude in front of me.
He just smirks back. Does another attack at disadvantage, and he'll miss that one. You're up.
I'm going to stab.
Yeah.
That is cocked. Non-natural 20.
Okay.
It
Yep.
was one less than what I saw before, which was a 13.
Yeah, it was like a 13 or 11.
Oh.
You swing through and make another one disappear. Now there's only 2.
We're just gonna murder this dude when this ends.
All right. He'll do another attack at disadvantage again. And miss.
Okay, I'm going to stab.
Okay.
I'm gonna miss. I mean, I'm assuming a...
Yes.
11 doesn't hit.
Keep
Right.
on stabbing.
What? No, I legitimately didn't hear you.
He'll
Is
go
that
again.
Mississippi train where you keep on stabbing?
16.
That ties with my AC.
Okay.
And I just want to, like... No, it does say melee attack. Never mind. Because he's not doing a melee attack.
15 points of damage.
Oh, I'm so glad I healed.
That's a number.
Yeah, I already used second wind. I can't do anything because I can't riposte with non-melee attacks. He's in melee distance, but he's not hitting me with a melee attack, so I can't riposte. This is really infuriating for Wick. And me.
Riposta.
Riposta.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't riposta. I'm going to stab.
Okay.
They just are not as cultured as you.
16.
That will hit.
But question: has my hex gone from one of the one? Because that's an important thing.
Yeah, we'll roll it.
Okay.
D4. For the first one, a 1 will be the one that... 1 is the one that has it.
Okay.
You kill number 3 first.
Okay.
You kill number 3 again. We'll just reroll that. Then you kill number 2. So it's the real and the hexed clone.
Okay. So I only did 7 damage then.
Okay. Calm yourself. He reaches out and touches, puts his hand on your shoulder.
Oh, excuse you.
I need an adult.
Creep factor.
19.
Hits.
Is that a melee?
It will be, yeah.
I parry this.
Well, let's see what happens after.
See if he does any damage.
I hear more than one dice. I'm parrying this.
7 points of damage.
Okay. So 3 or 4.
Huh?
Parry. Oh no, I just roll it. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. 5. Okay. It's only 2 points of damage.
It's magical.
It's not melee? Never mind.
It's a melee
It's a
attack.
magical attack.
But it's a melee.
It's necrotic damage.
Does the
I
type of
don't know
damage
how to
matter?
do
Or is it...
this!
Does it say melee weapon
It's
attack?
when another creature damages you with a melee attack.
It doesn't, yeah.
It does not say weapon.
Yeah.
It's a melee spell attack.
Here's the
That's what it says?
Yep.
This is what the card says.
Yeah, he says
Just
melee
the-
spell attack.
So-
It says a melee attack, not weapon.
I would think that counts.
It's basically parry
Able
can
to
be
deflect it a
yeah,
little bit.
Yeah,
I
it's like,
dodge it a
Here's
little.
the damage, and it's deflected before all of it can be
Yeah.
inflicted.
Able to get your sword to take some of the brunt of it or something.
That'll be something I have to think about in the future, but that's fine.
Okay, so then I'm only 6.
Gotta love interpreting the book.
Yeah, I know, right?
Rules is written.
And then I stab again.
Okay.
That is 13.
No.
Didn't think so.
I thought that
We're
would be
rooting for
it.
you, Wick. Well, I'm rooting for you.
He'll miss.
I'm
I
going to
agree,
stab.
Okay.
Non-natural 20.
I gotta roll that. Yeah, we can hit it. You hit him.
How come Wick can't do anything without getting mad?
6 damage.
It's unclear if that's character or player.
It's a little bit of both.
Hashtag shade.
Alright. That's a 19.
Hits. Is this that melee attack again?
Nope.
Damn.
For 8 points of damage.
Would that be a
I'm out.
disadvantage for being a melee, though?
Yeah.
I have been rolling at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Then
That's
I
why it's
out.
missing a lot more. Okay. He kind of takes a breath, looks around, and Gary goes, "Well done, everyone. Well done. That was interesting. I hope you all learned something here.
Nope.
It seems that you have a lot of personal grievances or things. In this type of challenge, there is no place for that. You must fight as a team. You must act as a team. And you must do what it is required to win.
I appreciate that, but let's be honest, you did the same thing that we did. I mean, you fought one of us, fought one of us, fought one of us. I mean, like, you guys didn't exactly fight as a team either.
That's true, but that's because I felt that we had the advantage in this situation. I felt in all 3 instances we would win each instance.
Okay.
And I feel if your strongest suit is next to an ally, and you were nowhere near.
I mean, I was the first person to move, so I was just trying to take out the person who could next turn kill my friend.
Right. I don't know what to say with you. You need a way to help survive in this type of endeavor. It seemed like you took a lot of damage up front.
Yup.
So if there's anything that you can do to improve that.
Better armor would be the way to do it.
Better armor. Keep your allies near you.
You have any help in that category?
Maybe. Not me, though. And Miss Broody over here. You okay?
Who are you talking to? Oh, yeah, never mind, sorry.
Yeah.
Normally that gets assigned to me.
Yeah, normally.
But there was a miss in front of it this time.
Normally Valtro's Miss Broody.
Wick just stands up and walks out.
Anyone?
She takes things very personally, all the time.
What happened that was personal?
Something different each time.
I am not sure, but she doesn't take kindly to being lectured, even when you have good reason and you're saying useful things.
Well, not to be blunt, but I am the superior here, and I am here for your benefit, and the whole point of this challenge was to see who is the strongest team to represent the True Swords, and I do believe you are an incredibly powerful trio when aligned. Please, talk to her. Find out what's going on. Anna, feel free to lend them any support that you wish. Unless you wish to go with me and maybe Thrisden to represent.
I will see what I can do with these folks. I think this team will be strong.
All right. We'll reconnect tomorrow. Take the day. Come back for more training.
I'll go try to shake Garrick's hand. Just say good match.
Well done.
Who should I talk to about? I'm gonna poke a hole through the armor, the leather armor that I'm wearing.
3 holes. Just to,
probably
just
even more due to the fact of
it's the whole hand. It's actually just like brass knuckles
Yeah.
at this point, like a glove.
We'd have to get approval from the king. This can be discussed tomorrow.
okay.
When is the actual challenge itself?
The challenge is in about 2 days now.
Okay.
So we have a short time. There is a battle every single day for 3 days, and that will be the final. So,
well, if there's anything I can do to help, if you want more training or anything like that, not that you need it, but just let me know.
I'm here to help you train.
Garrick, do we know anything about the opposing teams? Like, is there somebody that always fights for a particular clan that we should at least know their strategies well known?
There are a few, and depending on who everyone is going up against, we can discuss that. We don't know who's fighting who yet.
Oh, sure. Okay.
We will know the day of, and at that day we can come up with discussions and strategies, and I will be there to lend my support if you or the other 3 are who's fighting.
Yeah.
And Thrisden goes, it was nice fighting with all of you.
Pleasure. I'll get you next time.
So after presumably they leave,
Yeah,
right? We're
they
still
can-
kind of chilling.
Thrisden's just going to go back to where he was, and then he'll head out.
So I say, well, for the record, I did tell them to isolate you from your allies and to go after you first to take out healing.
I figured as much. That's the logical thing to do.
I don't know. I obviously, like, we're not particularly known quantities in terms of our battle strategies, other than maybe the Wraithbanes have figured that out, and the Shadow Cloaks, well, then who knows. But that's something to keep in mind, is that whoever you're fighting probably won't already know that. in
We're
the same way.
also we're odd people in this city. You don't see many elven descent and tieflings here.
Or gnomes, probably.
Have we seen gnomes, or has it only been dwarves?
There's the occasional. I mean, it's not like it's only dwarves.
Right.
There's occasional other things, but it's mostly dwarves.
In general, we haven't run across many gnomes.
Yeah, not directly.
Right. Not too many.
Yeah, so I mean, the fact that we stand out means either someone's going to focus on us. Like, we've had a lot of trouble while we've been in the city, so we've attracted attention.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and Wick and I fought 2 of the Wraithbanes once, and then Wick later fought one of the same Wraithbanes. So at least that person knows something about the 2 of us.
And we fought 2 Wraithbanes as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to guess that the Wraithbanes will probably know how to take you guys on.
But the Shadow Cloaks probably knowing can be an issue. Because who knows who they've talked to.
Exactly.
You know, maybe we could go to the Shadow Cloaks and figure out some information about who we're going to be fighting.
You figure out what we're willing to give up to get that information. I'm going to go talk to Wick.
That tips our hand, though, that we're the ones fighting.
We can phrase it in a way like we're part of the True Swords. We want to know who they'll be fighting. You know, it's a good reminder to not mention it, but
It's a line to toe.
yeah, I think that at least you and I are quite connected to the
Yeah.
The Shadow
Shadow
Cloaks.
Cloaks.
So I mean, it wouldn't be weird for us to be the ones to go ask.
Yeah.
No, not like the king's gonna go ask.
Yeah. Do you think I would be useful in talking to Wick, or do you want to do this alone?
I think it would be beneficial right now for me to do it alone. Just because of the training that we've been doing every morning and things like that.
Sure.
Do I know that you've been training?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
In fact, I think we asked you if you wanted to join us.
Yeah.
No, that's right. Yeah.
So
We were pretty hungover at the time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In theory, Velchar and Wick have been training every day since Wick found out she was a warlock.
Okay.
It's just
Extra time.
every once in a while I remember to bring it up. So.
Since I'm always the last one to wake up, normally you guys are
Oh
gone.
yeah. I might
You must
take you up
sleep.
on that offer, but yeah, I think I should at least start talking first.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go find Wick
I'm gonna go chase down Garrett.
and
Okay.
wake up
Not be.
at 1 HP.
Come on, what's the worst that could happen? Wraithbanes!
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, let's go
We're
to
being invaded.
Wait. Should we go to the Shadow Cloaks? We're both at 1 HP right now?
Absolutely.
Oh boy. How could
Maybe you
someone-
want to take a little nap first.
There's no time for that.
Oh.
We only have 2 days.
Like
Urgent.
an hour nap.
Take care of your thing. You guys start your conversation if you want.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So,
She'd probably be in the barracks unless she could have found, like, if the True Swords had a library.
I would have looked at the barracks first because that's what I would have known.
See, this is why you can't leave!
Roll a d4, figure out heads and tails essentially.
I'll
Yeah.
just roll a d6.
What, 1 or 2 you're in the library?
Okay, so evens I'm in the library, odds I'm in the barracks, I guess.
Okay.
I'm in the barracks.
Okay. And I would have gone there.
I'd just be on my bed.
What's up?
Nothing.
You you sure about that? You're not yourself right now.
I don't really know who I am anymore.
Why is that?
Because I have the powers and I don't know, it just... I think I was trying to be like all the heroes I read about, but that's not who I am.
maybe not now, but do you think the heroes in the stories all started out as heroes?
They were able to keep their friends safe.
You've been keeping me safe. Anna was the one who aimed directly at me initially. Anna knows my secret.
And let you die in the tunnels.
You're not there, but
there.
she's already thinking
Different
that.
room. Thanks a lot.
Not there,
Get back
fairy.
up.
Not there, fairy.
Ryan said that.
Thanks a lot.
It's not just this stupid training fight. It's every fight we get into, somebody else gets hurt, and I can't keep you safe. I can't keep any of you guys safe.
You're also the one that goes down a lot too. Like, I'm trying to keep everyone here safe as well. We're not all able to do this immediately. I am way stronger than I was before I met you.
I don't really feel like I've gotten stronger. I barely hit with magic, and
Well, that's why we've been training with the magic.
I guess. But everyone I don't know. Anna and Sai can hit more times than me.
They're quicker, but you hit harder.
When I hit, I just don't feel like I'm doing a good enough job keeping my friends safe.
You are. You're the one who gets out there. You're the one. I have to stand back because if I get hit, I get hurt pretty easily. I'm not that strong of a person.
That's why I don't want you to get hit. That's why I try
Right.
to make it so they don't hit you, and then they still do.
And you can only do so much. You can't do everything in a fight.
I just don't. I don't want you or Sai or Enna to. I don't want to have to go back to Penny.
Yeah, I don't either. And that's part of that reason is why I've been holding on to a lot of spells. Is so I can help heal people and so we don't have to do that. And I even have read about a spell that I have the power to cast. We just don't have the components for it. That I can raise people from the dead.
Only works if you're not the one that's dead.
True. That's why we also need these powerful allies that we've been looking for. That's why we need to prove ourselves to the True Swords and hopefully get them in power so we have an allied city that we can bring people to.
I guess.
We are getting stronger.
It doesn't feel like it all the time.
I understand that. But we are, and that is truly what matters.
Okay.
I mean, we took down giants. I'm trying to remember a handful of. There we go. Giants.
That's
Ogres and stuff.
Okay, we've taken giants and ogres down. Like, remember that. We have other people who are going to inevitably be stronger than us. But that means we have to train that much harder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what do you want me to do for our training? Because I need to do some strength training.
Right. Well, you should probably rest a little bit before we do any.
Probably a good idea.
I should probably rest a bit too.
Yep.
How about after dinner we can do some strength training.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
We're doing a short rest.
You wanted to chase down Garrett?
Yeah.
Sure. You're just walking in the hallway.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Um,
What's up, Sai?
as you might have figured out by now, are you following?
I'm a little bit behind you. Yeah.
Okay. And have had dealings with those in the True Swords over the last little while?
Shadow cloaks.
Shadow Cloaks.
Okay.
Technically both. We've had dealings with the True Swords.
I would think you are a True Sword now, but okay.
So we've had dealings with the Shadow Cloaks. I was wondering if I could get information on who we might be fighting in the games. Would that be of interest to you? Would that be something that you would be okay with me doing?
Oh.
I mean, it could be a leg up. Let's be honest, they're going to know who we are.
I don't know that you'll be representing us unless it gets out. I mean, these things sometimes get out. Usually get out.
And it almost always seems like the Wraithbanes are the ones who know. I'm just saying it might level the playing field a little bit.
So what type of information are you trying to find? Are you trying to find who you want to attack first, or what?
Yeah,
if you can find out what they are, do you think you can come up with a strategy that would be helpful enough to? It would outweigh the risk you take by getting this information. However, it is you do that.
Well, I don't know what we're gonna have to give anything up in order to get the information. But I think that if we know,
If it's with the Shadow Cloaks, you'll have to give something up.
yeah, we don't know that price yet though. But I do think that information would let us know, like, hey, save this person for last. Make this person deals the most damage. This is their only healer. That kind of information, as you know, can be invaluable. And it gave you some information on us, and it helped you kind of dismantle us. So I feel like that knowledge in the games could be invaluable.
If you think that it is invaluable and it's safe to obtain, don't bring back any corpses.
You know, I can't promise
make any
that.
corpses. No, you have to not do that.
I won't.
And if you think you can do it, you have my blessing.
Okay. We'll see what we can do. Obviously, we're not going to promise anything too outrageous, but we'll see if they.
All right. Let me ask you two. Do you think you, Valchar, and Wick are the strongest team to represent the True Swords?
How does the games usually work? Is it usually more than one team, and it's kind of like a bracket?
It works
deal?
exactly like how we just did it.
Well, right, but like, how does the overall, like, are more than one team gonna fight for the True Swords? Like, will it be?
No, it's one team per clan.
I think that we definitely could be. I think. I personally took your information to heart. I mean, the fact that I wasn't able to deal with Enna. Am I right? But
I mean, it's, as much as I'm loath to admit it, it is true. If I had been next to an ally, you would have brought me down very quickly.
yeah, when people tend to focus on the other allies, that's when I can get to their sweet spots.
Well, in these type of games, people are going to know this. They're going to know how you fight. They're going to know, and they're going to try to make it so that you don't get to do whatever it is. I'm going to need... You all fought well individually. You did not fight well as a team. I'm going to need you guys to come up with a strategy and present it to me of what you would do, and we'll go from there.
So that could be
I'd be willing to
something
do that.
like, if you're going before Wick, maybe it's you approach Wick's side and maybe fling a dagger at somebody to get their attention, and then that allows Valchar a chance to move away.
Mm-hmm.
And you two are still next to each other.
This will be the main focus for tomorrow.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I haven't told the others yet, but I'd like a strategy of what you guys would do against a comparable team.
I think we could do that. Let me get back to you on that. I'll
Okay.
Get together with my group.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Good game.
You wanna... I could use a nap, what do you think?
Yeah, let's nap and then let's go hit up the
So
Shadow
we'll head
Cloaks.
back to the barracks probably about
'Kay.
when you guys finish your combo.
All right. So you guys all take a short rest, get dinner,
Wee.
whatever else you want to... If there's anything else you guys want to do.
Apart from just training.
Okay. So you two are just going to go do your strength training stuff.
Or was that after dinner?
That was after
Whoops,
dinner.
my mistake.
Yeah, it is after.
Oh, is it after?
Like,
Yes,
we
training.
just kind of skipped over it.
Yep.
Rest and then dinner.
Yeah,
and
we
then,
would go after dinner.
So I was looking up armor
unless
stats.
you guys want to do something else. Okay.
I'm definitely going to short
Wick
rest.
has been like keeping to herself and keeping quiet still.
I'm going to short rest and then see if Anna wants to go visit the Shadow Cloaks.
Did either of you want to interact with Wick or anything?
Yeah, I
Just
was
lay
gonna
a little-
pull Wick aside at some point.
Okay.
Hey, so I'm sorry about going after Valchar first. That was perhaps a little cold. What's going on?
Nothing. Just been thinking. Trying to figure out how to do things better.
Yeah, like what?
Stuff. Fighting.
Yeah.
You fought really well. You know that, right?
Not well
D8
enough.
plus your level.
We still lost.
Well, if you think of it as a team sport, which it is, you lost your primary support really early on.
Yeah, but they're gonna always target Valchar.
Well, for one thing, not every other team is going to have somebody who's been fighting with you on your side and knows how your team works for the past few weeks.
Month or so.
Probably like 2 months. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a lot of long travel
Yeah,
that we just
past
skipped over.
couple months. They may scout a little bit, but they're not going to know exactly what to do. Plus, one of your primary damage dealers was not in an ideal position either.
No, because I usually have to be up there with him, which means I have to leave Valchar alone.
That's your job. Be up front, take the hits. And they're not hits because of your armor.
Can't take the hits if the person they're hitting is behind me 30 feet.
Well, maybe you distract the person that is hitting the person behind you 30 feet. You can really mess somebody up by being all up in their grill. I mean, look at what Sai did to me. I mean, I ended up managing to hit him, but that was lucky.
I just need to think about stuff. Just need to think about what I need to do in fights.
Sure. I want to reiterate that the loss wasn't on you in particular. The three of you could coordinate your positioning, your planning a little better, but it's not all you. You can't wear that whole burden yourself. If you do, you're not going to be able to work as a team if you're not able to bring your best self to it. And you can't bring your best self to it if you're constantly putting yourself down because of what happens to the whole team.
Sure.
I know that look. I've seen that on a lot of faces. Things go sideways. Trust me, I've seen it happen. And it's not one person's fault. You can't take that whole burden on yourself, because I promise you it's not all your fault.
Okay.
If you think about it this way, if your team had won, would you have taken all the credit?
No,
Then why would you take all the credit for a loss?
it's not credit if you lose.
Why would you take all the blame for a loss? If you're sharing the credit, you should share the blame.
Okay.
I know I'm not fully sinking in, I can tell. But just think about it, okay?
Okay.
Because I promise you, I watched that battle and it was not all your fault.
Probably a good time for a break.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll see you guys probably 5 to 10 if this starts up.
It won't.
Well, we're just gonna awkwardly sit here for 5 to 10 minutes.
And
Okay,
vamping
bye.
starts now.